It's kind of like people that, you understand digital marketing, and they're like, yeah, I understand digital marketing. But you and I know they really don't understand digital marketing, right? On the level that we know it, right? So the only other time I sat up and changed my mind, I can't believe I'm going here. I don't want to offend anybody.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another recap show. This is for episode 6 of the DM.
6 already?
Yeah. We've been flying by
It's crazy.
on these episodes. Just felt like yesterday we were filming episode 1, right?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing if time is flying by. I don't need to get any older, Mike.
Well, we're having fun doing it, though.
That is true.
We're having a lot of fun.
That is true.
Here with Vince Reed, the star of the show. I'm Mike, head of production here at the DM.
And again, as always, wouldn't be possible without you.
Appreciate
And ladies,
it.
chill out, man. He's going to start charging $59.95 an application.
I don't know what he's talking about.
These girls got to slow down. Okay, now he's got too many choices. All right, so I'm just letting them know. Mike got it.
I appreciate the help.
And I like how you tried to blurp out the OnlyFans. I'm going to bring it back.
I didn't even say anything about that. All right, moving on. How's it going, Vince?
It's good, man.
Yeah.
Having a good time, enjoying the process.
I mean,
Like the wall says, hold the vision, trust the process.
you can't see it right now, but that's what it says. Hold the vision, trust the process. Besides the DM, you're building up EBOOV, the company.
It's building.
Yeah, it's growing. I mean, we're seeing it grow.
It's crazy.
That's the main ship that's bringing us all through this. The DM is a big aspect of it, and I mean, obviously, you don't see all the behind the scenes stuff, but this is building of the company, and it's not all sunshine and rainbows. It's there's some stuff that we still have to deal with.
Yeah,
A lot of sunshine and rainbows, Mike. It's always sunshine and rainbows here at the DM.
All right,
a lot of late
It is.
nights.
We're always happy. There's nothing wrong.
nothing wrong.
We're perfect.
But it is the journey, and I think we were talking about it yesterday too at lunch. That's the biggest part that sticks with you. It's just the journey, just the grind, putting everything together, the process.
Absolutely.
It's not the end goal, but it's like what you do in between.
I agree. Couldn't agree with you more.
Well, there you go.
There we go.
So let's dive in. First off, the app company, you had to shut that down. You had 6 figures of recurring revenue that you had to stop. Why?
Hit the stop button. Recurring, multiple 6 figures. I said stop.
Why?
Would you have done that?
See, that's the question that I put on the post today.
Because here's the thing.
For
Nobody
Instagram.
was complaining because people had an app. Just so everyone knows, we were just saying we're going to get it in both the Apple and Android store, but people knew that depending on the kind of content, sometimes they knew that they may not get approved in Apple. So no one was even mad. I was more disappointed because it was a promise I wanted to make sure happened. But I do want to clarify just something. So most people that got both apps, right? Mm-hmm. It was like, and when I say most people, there was hundreds of apps being purchased. So when at the end, when the second we knew that they would not get approved, let's say there was 100 apps, all of those people got refunded that didn't get an Apple. Like we just refunded all of them.
Wow.
So, it wasn't like people were mad that didn't,
Okay.
I just wanted to make that clear.
Yeah.
So most people would, even if it got denied, we would keep working with it and then it would get approved. Once we realized people that did not get approved, like weren't going to happen, then those people got refunded.
Okay.
And then the people that were paying recurring for training, because there was training inside the members area. Yeah. I was teaching, how to get leads and stuff on apps. We stopped their payment and we serviced them for a year. We kept teaching them. We let them have it.
Oh, wow.
So even though we weren't accepting new customers.
So technically, you could have, because you knew this in the back end, what was going on. Right. Technically, you could have just let this go on.
100%. Yeah. I could have made another $10 million.
But why didn't you?
I got to sleep at night, Mike.
That's right.
You wouldn't be here if I was that kind of guy.
That's right.
Right? I mean, it was one of those things like, it's not worth it.
It's not.
The kind of for that to be the kind of company that I envisioned it, we had to get them approved in both Apple and Android. I mean, if I would have changed and said, oh, we're only going to do Android.
Right.
I mean.
And it's your reputation too.
Right, exactly.
You know.
That's but important. I guarantee you people would have kept buying.
Oh.
Because when we stopped it, we just cut off the way people can get in. People were hitting us up. We want our app. We want our app. So it was going on for a minute after that. So.
Okay. Well,
anyhow,
eventually you had to shut that down.
That's what happened. Yeah. So we shut it down, but we refunded everybody that didn't get it in both. And then we kept servicing even after I canceled the payments for a year. Kept training those people, let them have access to the training, and they still had their app technically. Okay. Until eventually we just had to cut everything.
Yeah, Apple just
Apple was
denied.
No more.
Denied.
Yeah.
It was back to picking up the pieces for you, right? So what was the next move?
At the time, just like for those of you who have watched all the episodes in the beginning, when you're searching for how to make money on Google, you start over again. You feel like the world's coming to an end, especially when you're that close. Again, like just bringing up product market fit. Such a cool experience to just see your product just jumping off the shelves without you doing anything.
Right.
Right. And you think to yourself, are you going to ever have another company that hits that sweet spot? It was the perfect timing. So that part hurts, right? Because you put all this energy into it and then you got to start all over again.
Yeah.
So, just down and depressed. But, my right-hand man came at the right time. He was honestly, his energy kept me going. Sometimes I come in here and I'm like all this stuff on and I see you guys working hard and I'm like, I got to keep it together. These guys think I'm down and they're going to get down. So, it was cool having him around because he kind of kept me going, as you guys saw at the end of the episode.
Yeah. You get the call from, was it the VIP guy?
So,
because we want to talk about like the branding video that you did in Vegas.
Okay, so I went to an event somewhere during that time, and I saw a video of my mentor. It was like a story video, and everybody was in tears. And I'm like, who made that video? So I hunted the guy down, and he said he was going to be in Vegas and he could make me a story video. Mm-hmm. And it was the same time that my buddy from the VIP party was going to be there speaking at an event. So I just timed them both together.
Okay. So you meet up with the guy from the VIP party. You walk into the hotel room of his, and what do you see? All these computers?
Yeah, it's crazy. It was
like something
wild.
from the Matrix?
Well, it was something from the Matrix, but I can see it right now, like the detail of his like analytics on those screens.
And these were all funnels.
Was arrows and down and red, green, and then there was just all like you could see everything.
Right.
It was really cool.
So these were the funnels.
These were the funnels and all the numbers from the business.
And he was very particular.
Very particular. I mean, he would just sit there and like just looking at it. Like, what are you looking at? I didn't see anything moving. I mean, there was so much going on, but he knew.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was cool.
So you guys go to lunch. Yeah. And you think that you're going to have one steak for yourself and he's going to have another. But then what does he do? He splits it up?
Yeah, you come to me in Vegas. In Vegas, I'm like, we're going to, whatever you want, right? We have a good time.
Uh-huh.
And this dude, man, I'm still mad. And the steak was all right, but I don't even eat porterhouse steak. Uh-huh. This thing was massive. And then, I joked around about cutting it, but they actually cut the steak for you when you cut. It's like cut to make it easy to share.
Yeah.
But I was joking with them. I'm like, let me cut your steak some more for you. Since we're sharing a steak.
Right.
Yeah, it was cool though.
That's good.
I do appreciate him. He saved me like $40-$50.
Right.
So,
but he brought up a good point about Warren Buffett, because that's someone that he.
Yeah, for him, it was all about watching it grow. Mm-hmm. That's all he cared about, was how much could he make and watching the number grow. That's how he kept score.
After that, is that when you go out and meet Mr. X? Because you're already in Vegas.
That didn't make the episode.
That didn't make the episode.
But there was another Mr. X experience. And for those of you who've missed Mr. X, go back and watch a couple episodes. You'll be wanting to see more of Mr. X. But there was a Mr. X episode that night.
Can you give us like a little brief?
Let's just say my right-hand man woke up with a pretty bad hangover. It
wasn't your right-hand man, though.
No, excuse me, not my right-hand man. The buddy from the VIP party woke up with a pretty bad hangover.
Yeah.
Thank you for catching that, Mike.
Yeah.
See, he's always on it. Always catching it. Always got it.
So
it was so bad he like almost didn't make his talk.
Right, because he had to speak the next day.
Yeah, he had to speak the next day.
Wow.
Yeah. Jeez. So it was a wild night.
Okay.
Thanks to Mr. X.
Yeah. Well, Mr. X always.
Yeah.
He's always there. Now you saw what the VIP guy did. He kind of brought you through his whole process, and you're like, okay, let me do this for myself. And you come up with the idea of teaching digital marketing for the real estate industry?
Yeah. So I saw what he was doing, but I didn't really understand it all, right? I mean, it's kind of like people that, you understand digital marketing, and they're like, yeah, I understand digital marketing. But you and I know they really don't understand digital marketing, right? On the level that we know it, right?
Right.
That's where I was with what he was doing. Like, I just knew what he was doing, and I thought I knew.
Right. He was just on a different level.
But he was on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
And, at that point, he hadn't really broken down everything to me. But I knew enough to know that I needed to do something like that. And, my background was in real estate, so I went and bought the domain onlinerealestatesecrets.com, which I still own to this day. So I'm taking offers for anybody in the real estate space that wants to buy that domain. I just got to work, started to do what I thought he was doing at the time.
Right.
For that business.
How long did it take you to get up to the point of ready to launch? Was it a couple months?
Several months.
Okay.
Several months. Like, I mean, it was over 3 months of just working hard. I mean, because we had to create a lot of content. I mean, this was a whole new business.
And you brought up your right-hand man with you.
Yeah, so he came, and we worked every day. Every day we seriously worked on our business, worked on the business.
Yeah.
We didn't go out pretty much. Just that was it. Yeah.
Just one cycle.
Yep.
Okay. And then after that, you say that the day before the launch, you don't have a good feeling about it. Why?
Okay, so I'm trying to think if I should say what I'm saying. So the only other time I sat up and changed my mind was I can't believe I'm going here. I don't want to offend anybody. So it was my girlfriend from college, right?
Okay.
We had this relationship where we would break up, get back together, break up, get back together. And there was this point where we broke up and we were going to get back together. And I sat up and had the same thing. I said, you can't keep doing this. And I didn't. And then I met my wife now, and everything was good. So not to bash her, but it's just that's what happened.
But that's how it is.
So anyways, that same thing happened. So I knew, like, I believed in that. Like, I had that same, you can't do this feeling. And now looking back, it's like, whatever that feeling is, I'm always going to listen to it. You know what I mean?
Because you don't want to leave behind
I couldn't
the whole
leave behind
client base.
Yeah, because, I had built, from all the way back to NetDivvy, it was digital marketers, it was the home-based business industry, it was affiliate marketers, it was these people trying to, build a business from home or online. And that was me, because I had lost it all, and I went on Google, searched how to make money on Google.
Yeah.
So I felt I was leaving those people. I felt like I was leaving me behind. Like if there was someone that, like, let's say like I was learning from my mentor, and then he went and did like something else.
Okay.
In my head, I just didn't feel like fulfilled with teaching that space, right? Everything that I knew, because I knew there was so much more. Yeah. And especially the way everything ended with global apps. I had to go finish what I started.
Yeah, you didn't want it to become another disaster again. Yeah.
So
you're still contemplating, what to do. Eventually, you have the idea. Okay, I need to start something different. Go back to the original customer base that you had, but still teach the same things that you've learned to them. Right.
Absolutely.
But you still have to tell your right-hand man this new business venture.
Yeah. So, we put in all this work, and I still remember it like yesterday. I remember when he pulled into the parking garage and he was walking, and I'm like, man, I'm going to lose my right hand. He's going to be like, enough of this guy. So, he did the complete opposite, which I knew that I had the right one.
Yep. That's when you knew.
Just like I know you the right one, Mike.
Oh, thank you.
And you the right one, Connor.
Thanks, Dad. I appreciate it.
Connor with the ones and twos, always producing. And I think that's a wrap. Watch the show.
Watch the
show. Watch it.
We're out.
It's great.
Peace.
Later, guys.